Hey. Hey. お願いします。Hey. Come down. Hey. Right side. Hey, shoulders. Circles one way. Circles the other way. Hey, arms go up. And back. Side. 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 Other side. Open and close. Lower your hips, engage your core muscles. Ahí se va aquí. Y tight. Ojo. Benji. Ojo. Y. Go. Y. Go. Thank you. Go. Easy. Up. Forward. Down. Hey, your knees. Back. Circles. Way. Circles the other way. Feet. Your toes. Breathing in, cute. Go. Cute. Go. Thank you. Go. And open your hips. One side. And the other side. 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 One side. Page. Side. Side. side, the other side, one, and this side. Open your legs, lower your hips, open your arms, pushing your knees out with your elbows. It's the side, hands out, pushing, hands. Okay, pivoting to one side. Hey, go. Okay, pivoting to the other side. Good. Toes, raising your hips, raising your head. Hips up. Hey, and your spine and circles. Right, the other side. Your legs. Side. And lowering. Side. Lower. Other side. And toes up. Side goes up. Hands in front. Get side. Front. Hey. Your legs. And goes down. And forward. Back stretch. Forward again. Hips up. In that position, touching the opposite foot. So one side, touching the opposite foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hips down. And hips back. And again on your knees and hands, raising one arm and bring it flat down. In under. Change, raising the other arm and bring it under. Change, arm, going under. Change, arm, going under. Okay, back stretch. Short. Carada up. Side. Hey, both sides. Middle. On the shoulders. On your back. Okay, inside the legs. Outside the legs. And on top of the legs. in, go, in, go, and in, go, in. All right, so for the next, that's the beginning of the month, and for the next few weeks, we will be doing, in the dojo, we'll be studying Koshiwaza, which is the conscious participation or use of our hip girdle in the techniques that we execute. I mean, just a very basic reminder that we have like what we could consider like a power box, you know, a power box in our body, which includes the shoulder girdle and then down here the hip girdle. So in the correct use of these two collective set of muscle groups and skeletal structures, which is in the hips and on the shoulders, you know, everything in between, which probably will include our chest, you know, our back, our legs, you know, as extensions of that box. You know, is how we move and generate power mostly from a physical perspective in our daily life, in training and any other activity. So the shoulder girdle obviously is something that we're very familiar with, which involves the use of the shoulders, the upper back, the chest, you know, the arms, etc. And it's the part of the anatomy that we are most used to engaging when we require, you know, reaching for something or grabbing something or picking something, or, you know, is a part of the body that we are more familiar with. You know, the hip girdle on the other side is a part of the body that we most use as a primary source of power and motion, or sometimes we're less familiar. And sometimes what we call the hip girdle will include in this case, obviously, our hips, the hip joints, the pelvic floor, you know, the core muscles, the spine, the lower back. So all of that kind of, you know, from the middle of the, you know, the chest down, you know, is kind of what we will use, as opposed to from the middle of the chest up, you know, which is where we are more constantly familiar with. So Koshiwaza is the conscious engagement of the hip girdle into the activity of our techniques. Okay. Once again, you don't confuse with Koshinage, which is a very specific type of technique, you know, which also will be studied during the month, but in this case, it's the use of our girdle in every other technique, Ikkyo, Yiminage, Tanki, etc. So obviously, the first thing, as with everything else, is that we cannot use, but it's not, you know, it has not been serviced in a sense. Right? If you have a pump at home, or if you have a heater at home, or whatever, and it's not serviced, then when you try to come and switch it on, it's not going to work. It's just kind of gets stuck, you know. So your car is not serviced, it's not going to start. So the hip girdle requires service before switching it on, and before being able to work with it. So let's just do a very basic set of exercises just to get our hip, you know, our hip and hip health in more or less in check. But mostly the first one, just to start with, just being on the pulpit, you know, the classic people raising your leg forward and back, putting your leg going forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Change to the other side. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Change. Now this time, instead of going forward and back, it's going to go out, and you're going to go in. Okay, so exploring the range of motion of your hip joints, you know, to see how much is going out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. Change to the other side. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, and relax. So that's just the basic motion of your hips are getting four directions: forward, backwards, out, and in. So ideally, hopefully, this does not feel terribly uncomfortable. Obviously, there is discomfort in those ranges. Just reduce the range up to the point where there is no discomfort. It's very difficult to have problems in your hip when your bone is rubbing against bone to bone, or there is something else in there. So just be very, very careful and obviously don't extend the range more than what is not comfortable for your joint. Seek your advice and all that. And for the moment, it's just an exploration just on that range. So this stays plus linear, so it's forward and backwards, out and in. Now we're going to do a circle. So it's going to be the same thing. You're going to go through all of those areas, but in a circular direction as opposed to the linear. Okay, so hands down. Now we're going to go in, out, back, and in. Again, in, out, back, 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 in. The other side. In, out, back, 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 in, and okay, so one more time. That more or less you have see how much, which directions and which motions are more preferable or not. Hopefully the entire range of motion is something that is available. Right, so now this time, motion that we have to do reasonably often in training, which is when our back leg is going to shoot around and come up into this position. Shoot around, you're going to open, shoot, come forward, open, shoot, come forward. So the classic motion that happens a lot of the time in Minagiri, the Kemi, when we receive, then we have to shoot our leg forward. Okay, so it's just again exploring that range of motion that with your leg, in this case, open. So you're going to open, shoot, come forward, and up, hands down, open, shoot, and in. Open, shoot, out, up, down, open, shoot, in. Shoot, out, up, down, shoot, around, in. Shoot, out, up, shoot, around, in. Okay, the other side. Shooting, out, up, down, shoot, around, in. Shoot, out, up, down, shoot, around, in. Shoot, out, up, shoot, around, in. One more. Stand, around, up, stand, out, back, in. So that's just start to get a little bit more of a motion. Again, something that will be familiar. If you do Shomeguchi, for example, in Minagiri, from here, the person comes down, this leg is there, this leg has to pass, to kind of get up again. It depends on the health of our hip training. All right, now continuing exactly the same action, standing around, shooting forward, then looking forward, you're going to press into your hip flexor, going to come back and sit into your hamstring, and then an important exercise to open up your hips. You're going to open in 45 degrees. You're going to lean towards that opening. Okay, so one more time. You're going to extend your leg. You're going to shoot your leg. You're going to come forward. Your hip flexor, back into your hamstring. Open up 45 degrees and sitting to the side. Okay, change to the other side. Shooting out, passing forward, flexor, back, hamstring, out. To the side, looking back, passing the leg, forward, back, and out. Again, to the side, shooting, passing the leg, forward, back, and out. Shooting, passing, forward, back, and out. Last one. Shooting, passing, forward, back, and out. Oh, and all right. So that's a basic set of motion. Just to get all of this is check the health of our hip. Give it a little bit of service. Check how it's feeling. Hopefully, it's no problem. If there's no dramas with the motion of your hips, that will be excellent. Otherwise, slow and mindful movements like this hopefully help you to identify the blockages or the restrictions on your hip and help you to progressively address them. With support and consistency of exercises like this. So now this time shin box position. Let's start with the basic one. So just bend your knees. Okay, open one is shoulder width apart. Grab your hands, put your hands in the back, and just open to one side. Okay, ideally the legs is not 90 degrees. Just put them for only 45 degrees each. Okay, change the other side. In this case, so it's a shin box, 45 and 45. Opposed to a 90-90 seat, more or less the same, but the position of the legs is slightly different. Open up and one side, but with your chest out, up, change to the side, chest out, and to the side, chest out, change to the side, chest out. All right, so now we're going to do a little bit of an exercise that sometimes is done for mawashi geri or side kicks. Just because mawashi geri requires the opening of the knee in order to perform the kick, and that involves, using your hip in order to open that knee. So we're going to come to one side with our two legs, because we are really high. The back leg is going to stay close to the floor, but not propping the floor, just a little bit off the ground and extending one. Kicking down, two, kicking up, and three. And I say kicking, I just mean extending forward, not snapping kick, just moving your leg. 4, up, 5, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 10, down, and change to the side. Okay, shin box position. Okay, your back leg, knee raising. 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, 10, down, and relax. Okay, so that's kind of with support on one side, but keeping quite high my body, therefore quite low the kick. That would be kind of low level ground skin. Okay, so now this time coming down, okay, going a little bit, going this time on the forearm, and your leg is going to go through the middle. Okay, so it's going to be higher. You're going to raise up through the middle, and it's going to be higher. So it's going to go not so close to the ground, but more kind of the middle. Okay, so forearm down, raising up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, change the other side. Ideally, you raise knee and foot more or less at the same level, but again, that depends on the mobility of our hip joint. Okay, the other side, one down, raising knee and foot at the same level, not only the knee, but the knee and the foot. Okay, knee and foot go same level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and change. Okay, so once again, this challenges obviously your hip. If you cannot go that high, maybe even just doing the shin box position is enough. You know, if you need support, if you can change support to one side and raise your knee a little bit, you know, your knee and your leg, and just try that side. If you need more, you come down into your forearm, and you can raise more. Okay, and now we're going to go on our forearm and a little bit lower, and we're going to try to raise as high as we can. Okay, 1. Okay, so this time we're going to go, our body's going to go lower in order to compensate for our knee to go up. If your knee cannot go up, just keep it low. Keep it just at the level of at the level of the mat, a little bit hovering over the mat. Otherwise, try to raise knee and foot a little bit higher to see what's the mobility of your hips. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Change to the side. Bottom down, body down, and raise it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Good. So now go lie down, okay, feet together, and moving side to side. One direction, other direction. One direction, other direction. One direction, other direction. One side, and the other side. One side, and the other side. Okay, extending one leg, bring in, and pulling in. 3, 2, 1, relax. The other side, bring your knee, pull in. 3, 2, 1, relax. Both knees in. 3, 2, 1, relax. Both knees in again. 3, 2, 1. Holding your toes, raising your legs, and relax. Stay there, just relax. Your lower back and your hips into this position. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay. So now this time, turn it around. Open your arms, open your knee, and open to one side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Open up the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. The side up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Couple more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. So, sorry, this one. Okay, so this one here, okay, is always basically you're going to do hip thrusts, okay? But kind of pay attention more to lifting your pelvic floor, okay? Careful with your lower back, because careful putting your hip back. So when we raise, our hip, that's up, you're going to engage your core muscles, and extend above your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. One more time. Hip goes up. Okay, careful with your lower back. Extend above your head. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. One more time. Raise your hip and above your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one more time. Hips up above your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So all of those exercises, I just to check the health and the mobility and the range or restrictions of your hip joints. So just perform them carefully and just perform them often, because again it's kind of a form of service to our hip joint. Now comes the once this is okay, then we can move in a way that our hip can be challenged a little bit more. So a basic way to do that, especially for this dojo, would be gorilla pose. So sit down, hands in front, and moving in. Okay, remember you pass all your weight into your fists. Fists nice and strong. Jumping in, rubbing your hands over the mat, standing up, knees down, almost touching the floor, forward, touching the legs, hands, jumping in, moving forward, knees, and up. Okay? So right now, hopefully the hips are a little bit more awake. Okay? Down, and move forward, in, move forward, in, move forward, in, move forward, looking in, and up. And again, down, forward, in, forward, in, forward, in, forward, in, and up. Okay. One time, down, forward, in, forward, in, forward, in, forward, in, and up. Good. So, okay, now just do a couple of techniques that we practice the week just to emphasize the use of the hips. This is basic techniques that we should be doing all the time, but we're going to emphasize the use of the hips. So one of them was Nikyo. So we started with Sotodenkan, Nikyo. We can pivot, or turn, sorry, way forward, and then move from one direction to the other direction. So let's just do without a turn. So let's just focus on the transfer from one side to the other side. So if you are on one side, okay, with your body facing toward one side, extend one leg, strong weight on the front foot. Our hands are right in front of you. Hands are all over the stay in front of you. Your nose, your hand, your navel are going to be aligned. Okay, and you're going to go from this position, if you have full weight on the front foot, to suddenly a middle position where you are equally distributed, to suddenly the other side position where you're going to have the full weight on the other foot. So full weight on front foot, equally distributed, full weight on the other foot. Okay, so hopefully the motion of that is going to be commanded by your hip traveling from this side, traveling all the way to the other side. Okay, so keep on one side, weight, and in front, and pivot to the middle. Stay there, and pivot to the other side. And okay, the other side, and pivot to the middle, and pivot to the other. And change the other side, pivoting to the middle, pivot to the other side. And pivot to the middle, pivot to the other side. And pivot to the middle, pivot to the other side. And a couple more, pivoting to the middle, Pivots to the other side. Relax. Pivots to the middle. Pivots to the other side. And okay, so in that exercise, your hip is traveling from one side to the other side in a very big kind of position. We're traveling with Nikyo from one side all the way to the other side. It should be all the motion should be led by your hips. Okay, so next exercise was Sankyo Ushiro. Ushiro Ryo Tekubidori or Ushiro Kumijime Sankyo. Either way, para, one enter, tries to come behind you, up, and just simple jiggle touch. Okay, jiggle touch, boom. Lower your hips as much as possible. You control your partner down, up, and moving out again. Okay, but the first drop, el bajón, full. The going down is the sudden drop down, should be strongly led by your hip girdle, not by your shoulder girdle necessarily. Okay, so by your hip girdle. So we enter, one, back, step in, and no. And as low as possible. And ideally, the uke was held in here, boom, the uke should be all the way down on the floor. You are squatting, you're still above them. So in this position, you control them, and then move them out. But ideally, uke should have one all the way. So 1, 2, up, and no. On the other side, enter, come, up, and down. Enter, 1, 2, up, down. Enter, up, 1, down. Okay. Enter, show, behind you, and down. Enter, with the thumbs, two hands, down. Enter, come, down. Enter, move, up, down. One more. Enter, up, and down. Okay. And that's a bit of an extreme version of the motion. Not extreme, but it's a complete version of what we should be aiming to for Ushiro Kumijime Sankyo or Ushiro Ryo Tekubidori Sankyo, where the hands come in front of us, and then we go down as much as possible. But using our hip girdle more than our shoulder girdle. All right, finish up. Yeah, let's finish with Ikkyo-gogi. Okay, Ikkyo-gogi, not Funakogi, but Ikkyo-gogi. Traveling forward, traveling back, traveling forward, traveling back. Using your hip to power the motion. All the way forward, and then extending with your spine. Okay, and coming back. Traveling forward with your hip, extending your spine. So, Koshiwaza, please. Okay, using your hips up. Okay, hey. Down, hips up, hips down, for Furudama. And Koshiwaza and Furudama. So, Ikkyo-gogi, the other side. So, down, hip up, hip down. Ish. Hey, let's finish up. So today we did a lot of basic exercises for checking and maintaining mobility on our hips. Very gentle exercises. You perform them just to the range of motion of your hip. You identify restrictions or injuries. So it's very important to do them slowly, but it's important to do them often, especially if you feel something is not quite in place, in any of the ranges of motion, forward or backwards, sideways, horizontal, etc. And then just try to explore how your hip is performing before you demand too much from the hip. When we perform techniques where there's a strong emphasis on lowering your hip or opening your hip or things like that. So it's first very important to check what's the status of the car, or the heater, of the pump before cranking it up, because otherwise, you won't like it as soon as it has any pressure. So, hopefully, a little bit of that exercises, every week, checking how the hip is going, checking what its range of motion, checking that they have no chronic restrictions is an important thing to then demand things about from the hip, which is going to come in the rest 2 weeks. Okay, let's finish up. Hey! Hey! Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you.